Hi guys, today we're going to be working with two new products that I have in the store at taterbear.com. The first one is called the Vintage Specimen Journal Cards and Labels. I'm not showing everything that's here, I'm not showing everything that's in the kit, but I'm going to show you a couple of things that I printed out from it. There's quite a few more pages and stuff in there. First is page here, page 1. This is some of the pretty specimen cards, insects on them, and they have a real pretty vintage looking background. Not too hard to cut out. So, or you could even, if you don't want to spend the time to cut all the little details out, you could cut them straight across and then just ink the edges a little bit extra, which I will probably do. We're going to be working with this set today. They do come in different sizes, like this one here is available in there in a smaller size. However, you can always print them at a smaller size too. You will just adjust that through your printer settings, through the program that you use for printing. And then this is a page 4. I just thought it was really pretty, and I love the grasshopper one. I don't know why, because I don't particularly like grasshoppers that much, but I love the grasshopper one. And the bee one is just beautiful. So I just think they turned out wonderful. Now these are printed on, both of these are printed on matte presentation paper. So the colors are just gorgeous. And I'll show you the difference here. This is printed on, this is page 6, and this is the labels. It's printed on regular copy paper. And the second one, this is printed on the matte presentation paper. So you can see there's a big difference in the colors and the vibrancy, and I love them both. So it just depends on what you're looking for in your project. If you want the colors to be a little bit more lighter, a little muted, then the regular copy paper is great. I mean, it's great anyway, but if you're wanting a little more color, a little more I don't know, vibrancy, brightness, then I would suggest a matte finish photo paper. You could use glossy photo paper too, but I just don't particularly like the glossy things. I always dull them down if they're glossy, if I use them. So we will be using those today. And then I've made this kit, and these are collaged, like vintage looking ledger papers. There's torn ones and grungy ones and stamped ones, and they're just all together and they look wonderful. And this one is printed on regular copy paper, and it's just beautiful. It comes out perfect. So there's no need, if you're going to use it for a background or a backside printing page, then just don't waste the more expensive photo papers. But this is it's just wonderful. It's beautiful. And this set comes in horizontal oriented size, and also in vertical. These are printed on regular white, like gift tissue paper. And I'll show you how I did that. Was I just cut them to the size of the paper for the printer, and I taped it to a piece of cardstock, just regular cardstock. So make sure you tape it at least in 3 places. It'd be better if you tape it all the way across, but I was taping it in just one place, like here and here. And this is what my printer decided to eat it. I can still use this, it's a misprint. I can still use most of it. So that's just fine with me. And it was a learning curve. So just so you know that you can print on that tissue paper to make a wonderful thin collage paper or decoupage paper. Okay, and this is one of the other ones that I printed out, and see, it came out just beautiful. I taped it in 3 different places on each end, so it printed just fine. There's a little bit of error there, or wrinkling and stuff, but that does not bother me a bit. And a little bit in that corner. I think that's to be expected because it's such a thin paper. This one here down in the corner did that too. I think that's when it first brings it into the printer, is when it grabs that and wrinkles it. But this is another one of the designs, and they just turn out so pretty. And I'll show you, they're translucent, so those are going to look fantastic on the things we're creating today. Okay, so first off, I am not sure if I want to do labels, or I think I'll start with the cards. Let's see. I love that ladybug. I love this butterfly and this bee. I love them all, so I don't know which one to choose. Let's see. I think I'm going to go with the ladybug first. Now I'm going to grab a pair of those fancy edge scissors. I believe I got these at Walmart in a big pack of, like, I don't know, 10 pair or something. But I think they have some at Dollar Tree. I may be mistaken, but I think they do. So if you want to, you can go purchase these. You can also find them on Amazon, of course. But I just really like the way they make the edges look. So if you don't want to sit there and fussy cut around all those little tattery edges, just use a pair of these. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to ink around the edges also, and that will hide any of the little white areas that are being left by the scissors. Or of course you could cut a little bit deeper into the image too, and then you wouldn't have any white areas. I would still ink it though. I just like the way that looks. Okay, there's our first one. I think I'm gonna do I've got to do that grasshopper. I have to. Okay. And he is pretty straight, so we're gonna just cut him out. Got some little curved edges, but if I can get in there right. I know I'm being a little particular about it, but I can't help that. Okay. Sorry if I'm out of frame. I can't see my phone to see if I'm out of frame or not, because it's above me. Okay, there's that one. And trim off that edge. And I'm going to grab a corner rounder. And I got this on Amazon. Pretty cheap. I'm going to use the 4mm. Just trim those. It matches that design just pretty perfect. Works for me. Okay, so we got those two. That off. Alright, so now I'm going to, that kind of messed up paper here, or tissue that I printed on. Let's see if we can get both of these. Oh yeah, we can get both of these on here, no problem. Alright, so we're going to turn these over. Now I could have, before I cut the cards out, I could have took a full piece and went ahead and decoupaged or collaged that on there, and then waited for it to dry and then cut them out, which would probably have been a lot easier, especially since I did the reggy edges, which I didn't even think about. Okay, so this one's got straight edges. That one won't be too bad. So let's do that with this one. Instead of using the ladybug, we'll just use this guy. I'll do something else with the other one with the ladybug later on. Okay, now that's the front. Okay, so we need to flip these over. Grab a piece of plastic so I don't get matte medium on my cutting mat, because it's really hard to get off of there. You can use, I'm using Cure translucent gesso, but you can use matte medium or the Tim Holtz medium matte, whatever it's called, clear gesso, whatever, gloss medium, you know, whatever you choose to use that you like to work with. I just really like the matte medium, or the, God, apparently I like the matte medium. Okay, apparently, so I like the clear gesso. It's actually translucent. It's very translucent, but it's not cloudy or anything. So I'm going to wet my brush a little bit before I dip it into my gesso, because that way I don't get any dry gesso in my paintbrush. And then I'm just going to put this on here, kind of a smooth, kind of a smooth coat. It's not going to matter if it gets onto the front, because it is matte finished, so it's not going to ruin it. You know what I mean? So, okay, we got a smooth, pretty even layers there, and it's curling up. All right, so we're going to lay this on. Try to line that up so that I can, and it's even partially straight. I've got a few wrinkles in there, which is okay, but I prefer not to have all the wrinkles. And apparently we're going to get them anyway, but that's all right. Okay, most of them are coming out. So I got the main part on here stuck down, so we're going to work on just a little bit around the edges, because this stuff dries pretty quickly. So if you're not really fast, then it might, you know, it might peel back up a little bit, and that's okay, because you can fix it. So, and then we'll go over the top, and that will make it seal down a lot better, a lot easier, because the moisture will transfer through this thin tissue onto the surface, on the other surface. So that will work out just perfect. Now I know I still have room over here. We'll see how much room. Let's do him. Well, I do have enough room. It's just not quite the parts that I want. Okay. Well, we can always grab another piece. Let's do that. Oh, we'll use the one that I printed on the regular copy paper. That'll work, yeah. All right. So a little bit of matte medium. Oh, forgot my plastic. Small one. I always save the bags from buying dies or stamps or whatever, because they come in so handy for this. All right. Of course it curled up again. This one, let's do it this way. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Just about messed that up good. Put him right there. Nice and straight. Oh, that stuck down great. I think because it's the copy paper, it doesn't seem to be as fussy. There we go. And you notice I'm running my finger over it. This is the matte presentation paper, and I got the liquid gesso on it. It's smearing, not really. I mean, it's not really, it's taken off a little bit of the color, but just barely. You can kind of see, I mean, just barely. I don't know if you can see or not. So that doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't hurt the picture because it's so clear. Doesn't hurt it one bit. Get an even coat on there. Let's see what the back looks like. Looks just fine. And then now we're going to dry it. Okay, let's try this again. See if that is any better. A little bit. Okay. I'm just going to cut that little ornate piece off because I don't care about it right now. Let's go right around the edges. Another one of those little ornate pieces. That's okay. There we go. Now we got that kind of scalloped edge going on there. That looks so pretty. Let's see. Okay, looks like everything is adhered down well. It's like I said, it's still a little bit damp, but that's okay. I think it'll be okay. So now I want to ink these edges using the regular Distress in Vintage Photo because I prefer the regular Distress ink. Put that in some more. I prefer the regular Distress ink for inking because it seems like I get a stronger color. It doesn't have the gouache in it like the oxides, which I didn't know if you know that's pretty much what they put in the Distress oxides is gouache to create the oxidation. I'm not sure of all the chemicals or whatever they put in there, but that's what I've kind of played around with and figured out. So, because these inks are pretty much watercolor, and you can mix watercolor and gouache, and I'll stop. I won't go into it all. But anyway, so ink the other side. Now see, it looks great, and you'll still be able to write on that if you use a black pen or whatever, a darker color pen, and you'll still be able to see your writing. So I don't think that's a problem. I mean, at least not for me. I mean, you could write on it with no problem. You'd be able to see that, or you could put another piece of plain paper on there or a flip out. Just about anything you want. I didn't pay attention when I was putting this on here. I think I put this on. Yeah, this was printed out as a vertical one, and I put it on horizontally. So that's no big deal. I don't think anybody's going to care. That's all right. So I don't know. I want to maybe add some wrinkles to this. Get those little high points just very lightly. Oh, that's a little much. That's okay. If you make nice sharp creases, then you get a smaller area that's inked, wrinkled. Okay, that looks good. I like that. There it goes. Okay. Try to straighten it out. Oh, I didn't want to straighten out completely. But we could iron it later if we wanted to. Okay, I think that looks fantastic. That'll be beautiful in a journal. A little more. Now, find my little... Where'd it go? Okay, I found him. He was sitting over there where I could see him, and of course I can't find him if I put it over there where I can see him. Alright, so we'll just clip this out again. Right along the edges I cut before. save that for something else. Just trim them little edges off. Try to get straight. See if this will go back through and... Oh yeah, trim it again. There we go. Nice little rounded corners. Now we will... Oh, do we want to wrinkle him? Yeah, I'm afraid we do. Oh, he's going to be very grungy. He's such a cute little grasshopper. Okay, yeah. That looks real good. Get one more in here. We're here. Okay, that looks good. We'll ink the edges. Get rid of that and give it kind of a vignette. Yeah, that looks great. Okay. Oh, and then we could maybe run that over this backside too, just very, very lightly. See if I can do that. It's kind of working. I guess if you want it more grungy instead of clean. I know Christy loves the more grunge there is. So we got this would make a cute little tag. I think we should make that into a little tag. That's it. This is one of those, I guess it's a tag punch. It's just a long, skinny, rounded end tag hole punch. Try to center that the best I can. And to get it straight, there we go. Let's see. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay, and then I'll find some... What color ribbon do we want to put on there? I think that green, or that pink would be beautiful too. I think the green though, I think this green here is just about perfect. Yes. And this is from My Scrap Cabin. She does the most beautiful crinkled seam bindings. I just love her. I just love all the colors. And I think I bought one of all the colors because I just couldn't choose. So I bought them all. That sounds pretty much like me. Okay, where's the end? Oh, there's one. All right. Don't need a really long piece, let's just do about there. And then we'll run that through from the back side, maybe. And then put those little tails through there. My big fat fingers. And just tighten that up, if I can, without ripping it since it's still a little wet. I'll have to fix it a little bit better later whenever it's completely dry. But yes, that looks great. I love that. It's the cutest little tag. It looks vintage, it looks used and worn. It looks so cute. That'll look great in a nature journal or wildlife, or even just a vintagey something. You need something in there that's a little different, or a focal point, little tag, have him in a pocket just peeking out there. Wouldn't that be cute? Definitely. And then this one here, just a wonderful writing spot. And look at that. It's just, the colors are just gorgeous. So anyway, we got those done. So we have, I have so many more though we can work on too. And then these labels are wonderful. I would probably print the cards on either either print the cards on a heavier cardstock or photo cardstock, matte finish photo cardstock, or I would print the ledger papers on a heavier matte finish photo cardstock or just a regular cardstock. That way your cards and tags and labels will be a little thicker, a little stronger. But I just printed them, like I said, on the regular. This is like copy paper thickness, so it's not really strong. And then these I just printed on copy paper. So if I glued them onto cardstock, that'd be much better. So anyway, all right, we got those done. I think they look wonderful. And the beautiful collaged ledger paper on back, I love that so much. That can be used for any theme journal or project that you like, that you just need a background page for. Some of them have different, more plain areas. Some of them have more busy areas. They're all just wonderful. So I think those will come in very handy. All right, now these are printed on the matte finish photo cardstock, just like a regular cardstock weight, but it's a matte finish photo surface. So they are just beautiful and bright. They almost look velvety. I don't know how it does that, but it's just gorgeous. So these are the floral western boot tags. Now when you get the set, these come in just this medium size. They also come in larger size. Like, I think they're about this tall. There'd be 2 of them there. And then they had little bitty ones all down the paper so it doesn't waste the paper. So those come in 3 sizes. This is all the designs. So there's 10 different designs, 10 different sets of boots. And they're just lovely. They'd go great in your Western journals, horse-themed journals, farm journal, any kind of farm thing or Western themed thing, rodeo, any of that. Even just a leisure one. Sunflowers, just floral. They're just beautiful. There's one set that's kind of like muck boots. So they would be for gardening journal or anything. I mean, you could put any of them in a gardening journal because they just have beautiful flowers. And then, I didn't even take that off. Love the pinkish color on that one. Just love that. And this one here, I say this has to be my favorite. I don't know. I just love that one so much. So, okay. And then we have some cute Highland cow tags. And that's the name of the set, is Cute Highland cow tags. And they're just adorable. I love them. And I can't say that enough. Okay, I'll stop with that one. This is also printed on the matte photo cardstock, just so it's a little thicker. And that's what I should have printed the insect specimen cards on. But I didn't. I didn't think about it. Okay. And then we have... grab this. This is called Vintage Apothecary Drawer Chests, Book Covers, Spines, and Book Plates. Now these are not all of the designs that's in the set. Again, you can go to taterbear.com and you can see all the rest of the designs. So there's some full page designs. There's these half-page designs, and then there's quarter-page designs, I believe. I know there is. Anyway, so this is what it looks like, this page printed on regular copy paper versus the matte presentation paper. However, this looks great, but the copy paper looks fantastic. So no need to print it on photo paper if you don't want to. I mean, you don't have to print any of them on photo paper. It's just what I prefer. But anyway, that's the difference between the photo paper and the matte presentation paper for those. This is another half-page design that's in the kit. And this is like the little chest with the little lock there. And then fancy ornate plates on the front. And this is the book cover I designed, and it has the plate on it already, but I made extra plates, and they're so pretty. I mean, you kind of have to fussy cut those, but you don't have to fussy cut all those little bitty things unless you want to. So, but like, you could stack them, put a small one on top of that, a little bitty one on top of it, or just put another one over here. Wouldn't this be fantastic as a journal cover, like a small journal cover? I think it would. I think it'd be great. Love that. And then, if you took these spines and printed them out smaller, you could even add a spine in between. Ooh, that one would look good. Well, any of them would look good. That one would especially look good because it kind of matches. So, yeah, we have book spines in there. And then, of course, your book plates. There is a full page of the book in there. There's also one of the apothecary chests that's a full page. So, yeah, there's a few more designs than what I'm showing you here, but I love them. They turn out great. I can't wait to see how creative you guys are going to get with this set. So that's another one. Okay, and then we have the Dog Lovers Journal pages. And they turned out so cute. There are 10 pages, full pages, so that would make 20 half pages. Okay, now this one was printed on regular copy paper versus the matte presentation paper. So you can see the difference. This is just so much more vibrant. However, this one is just beautiful. And I'm sorry about that little crease in there. I used a scrap piece of paper on accident. But anyway, they're both gorgeous. They'll be perfect for your journals, puppy dog themes, you know, whatever. So that's those two. And then here's another one that I printed from the kit, and it's just beautiful. This is on the presentation paper matte finish. They're just so cute. And there's lots of breeds in there. Hopefully you could find a pup that matches or looks similar to one of your own. And then for all the kitty cat people, we have Spring Flowers and Kitties journal pages. And these are just printed on the presentation matte because it's so beautiful. Look at those, aren't they cute? They turned out so good. I love watercolor, and I love the way you can control it or not control it. So, and I love painting in watercolor, but the colors just turned out so beautiful. Now, on the dog pages and the cat pages, I did put lines on some of them and then left some of them blank. That way you could use these as covers if you wanted to, or you could still write on it, of course, or you could use it as a backing for something else, whatever you want to do. And then here's one of the other designs that's included. And then again, there's one with the lines, one without. And I think I pretty much set them all up, each full page. I set up with one with lines and one without. But look at that. They're just so adorable. So that's for the kitty cat lovers. And so that's, I think I put 8 new items in there. So you'll have to go check them out. Like, again, taterbear.com. And I hope you enjoy them. And I would love to see your creations. So if you have any questions, make a comment down below. And I will definitely try to answer to my best of my ability. And I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for being with me.